Hi, Rossnation. It's Esso here, the owner of Diana Ross Icon Influencer. Shout out to Cynthia and all our members who are active. I decided tonight I'm going to read on the energy surrounding the possibility of another Diana Ross studio album after Thank You. I want to put my biases aside, that this was the last one. I'm hoping more energy surrounding her career will also be forthcoming within this reading. I'm going to use the Meister Tarot, and if you're on YouTube, Meister Tarot has a deck, unlike any other deck you'll see. And Meister Tarot is Maighst. It might be AR Tarot. Anyway, we're going to do 7 cards across, 7 across, 7 across, and this reading is to get a sense for Diana Ross's next studio album. Will there be one? And what are the forces going on as far as her career goes? I put my biases aside. This video will be available to Rossnation, of course, members, once the link is shared, and the premiere has arrived. God of my angels, please give me the indication as to whether or not Diana Ross will record another studio album and what the trajectory of her career is. God of my angels, in truth, settle into the energy of Diana Ross and Rossnation and what she perceives her fans to want. And will she deliver all that they project onto her and see they need? Will she see what they need? Will she deliver? God of my angels, tell us. I will also take a photo of the cards so that after the reading you can get a further explanation as to what transpired. Center energy. Talk about love, love, love. That's quite positive, right, everybody? Wow. Huh? I know when we did the reading that the actual sentiment in these shows is a lot of mumbo jumbo based on the cards, but her adoration for the fans is definitely there based on the question I asked, huh? Okay, now let's turn them over. And we will see the knighting techniques, and we will also probably start from the center, unless I want to start based on any sort of sense of, what do you call it? Measure about the album that comes through first, or measure of its progress. Somebody had floated, and a lot of people have been floating the idea of she's going to do what a Royal Albert Hall live album or something to that effect. Is that going to be on Decca? Does anyone know? If that alleged new album with The Weeknd will be on Decca. I need to take a snapshot. It's going to take me a while, guys, so bear with me, okay? If I'm not your favorite person in Rossnation, I do appreciate your watching after all these years of pain that I may have inflicted upon you, if you felt that way. And if you feel that this is a form of that, I feel bad for you. Okay. If I had to say on an album based on this, I would say no. But let me just read the energy of the cards. Abundance or a shortage, because it's reversed. An abundance of insignificant bravado that plays to urban, because it's the opposite of country, urban audiences worldwide. In other words, she's going to continue to tour overseas, because we got the overseas travel card right here, overseas travel, and she will continue to make the magic happen, okay? There will be agreements on the earthly plane that will continue to arouse confusion among, and I see the family in this situation, not as her family and Evan Chudney, Rossness, that will continue to cause speculation among her fans who adore her about what every little thing is going on with her. And because of that, the scales will be tipped out of balance. No one's going to know what's going on, because both of those cards were reversed. With regard to her contract with Decca, which slowly doesn't appear to be bearing any fruits of labor, with the wealth card upside down. Because Diana is not really, or speculatively, it will be thought Diana is not interested herself in recording, so we're kind of going to go through a pattern after Edian where she was supposedly left by the label, or the label left her, or she left the label, blah, 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 which will render people sad, and they'll project that sadness onto her. And right next to that sadness upside down card will be the negative energy card, which will continue to be projecting through the internet and the future's not having been written. So I think what we're gonna go into another pattern of years, either years without recording or never recording again. But I don't get any bad cards like the death card. I don't get the RIP card. Let's just see what the next few cards would have been. I just see her doing more of the same. And then slowly but surely, maybe, we'll check the knighting. coward. Maybe as she gets older, she's going to be more reticent to travel. We did see her supposedly with masks recently, and I don't know, maybe COVID's on the way back. Future, coward in about the future, maybe afraid to commit to any type of project, and then up. And I don't even want to speculate what that means. So that would be the eighth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the eighth row. Now, if we look at the knighting, let me take those cards out. When we do knighting, it's either 1 down and 2 over, or two down and 1 over, or what have you. Insignificant contract, which tells me that maybe it was a one-off deal to make the record that she just made. Thank you. And because of that, once again, her bravery will be the fans' bravery around her, because we have conflict reversed. So that bravery and that valor, that reputation is going to be upheld by her fans, who are, as you see below the bravery card, the family or the public. And there will be, of course, among a lot of Ross fans, we might go back into a period of more infighting as with regard to what she should be doing next, because we do have the convoluted card, the confusion, and the greed and pretension card, meaning more well-placed Ross fans and Rossnation, you know who you are, who know things, or who are more moneyed, are going to be sought after and are going to be the ones most salivating to expend more money on Diana when others can't. So when in the midst of something, when it's a no, it's going to be a yes, meaning that living vicariously through the more decadent people in Rossnation is going to be another thing that's going to come back into the fray or into the fold. The other thing I'm seeing, she's not going to be touring, because if we do the knighting, 1 over, actually that would be 1 over, 1 over and 2 down. People are going to be sad who are in actually some urban areas. That tells me actually she's going to be playing some smaller, more intimate venues again. Every little drop in the ocean, as a result of the lack of abundance as to what she's doing, is going to be captured on the internet, discussed. If, say, Jagger is going to school, paparazzi picks it up, that'll be fodder on multiple groups. What else do I see? 1 down, 2 over. A lot of sad fans that this is the end, or this could be the end. But 1 down, 2. With the futures not being written and every drop in the ocean, that is going to renew hope, and tears won't be shed no matter what happens. So as Rossnation collectively, the energy will be strong. And fans will be clamoring to make that magic happen again that they felt when Thank You came out, the album of her career. Could be the last album. What else? Mother Earth, a lot of people call her Mama Ross. Mother Earth and worldwide, and the opposite of wealth I see as loss. For entertainment purposes only, read that as you will. It could just mean a loss in visibility for her. And again, that's going to fuel the speculation. 2 over 1 up. Oh, okay. Injustices, and when I see this at the end, the injustice, how she's in the end viewed, the injustice is going to be, sadly, because it does night worldwide, meaning she's not going to be treated like Aretha or Tina, unfortunately. I have this sense she won't be taken as seriously posthumously, which very much will hurt Rossnation. And that will, given the line here, where we have Mother Earth, and then we have every little drop, every tear in the ocean, and then right below that we have the sadness card. That's the greatest hit I'm getting so far, no pun intended, because this was reversed, as to what's going on. And of course that's more in the center than anything. That love that, as fans, that she has for us is going to be tempered with some negative energy, and not negative energy from this reading. These two cards do night. However, the negative energy as to how her legacy will have been viewed, not as seriously as it should have been. The other hits I'm getting, if I look straight down, if we look at it from the standpoint that this is her family is going to be brave in a time of the opposite of wealth, in a time of maybe spiritual poverty or something health-wise going on with her. I don't know. Again, for entertainment purposes only. When I see bravery next to the document card, I see a living will. Maybe there is an upcoming illness or something coming for her. And she's, based on the cards that follow, maybe going to have a couple more dates abroad, but somewhere down the line, maybe this is portending for entertainment purposes only. Maybe a prescription, maybe a prognosis, the card about the documents, and valor and reputation, and trying to stay strong in the face of illness as she gets older. What else do we see? 2 down, 1 over. In the beginning, the loss, or the loss is going to start to go. It's I have to see how we got this card. Did we get it reversed? This Speedway card. Hold on a second, you guys. Yeah, we got it reversed. So the slowly the popularity is going to start to wane, I think, among fans, and a lot of it's going to have to do with a lot of us dying off. People in, like, as my dad did, her fans are going to start to die off, sadly. What else do I see? One down, 2 over. In a fast way, the love is going to wane. Maybe that's her life force, if we look at it that way. It's not that she it's not that she doesn't love her fans, it's just that she's burning out, she's getting older. I don't see an album here, people. I mean, do we really expect that there would be another one? I don't know if I want to keep going with this because it's so depressing in a sense. For entertainment purposes only. Her family will be happy because they'll be very rich. They still are very rich, so they won't care. Let's look at these rows. And then maybe at the end, actually posthumously, it could go either way. She might not be as celebrated as Tina, Aretha, and some of the other ones, but the magic is going to happen from the injustice that's been perpetrated her whole life, where she's not given the credit she's due and the future's not written, meaning that will be corrected because it hasn't been corrected yet fully. So that's a positive, right? And it is next to the positive energy. She will still tour abroad, but I think it's going to take a toll on her based on the fact that it's a yes card, but she's going to fly overseas. But the positive energy, I think it's going to make her tired. So get ready, La Ross fans internationally, to have a problem seeing her. It'll be a drop in the bucket for fans to look on the internet and see, pieces of old shows, pieces of current shows in the US. It will bring some measure of happiness to them. What else? Then I'm going to stop after I go through these 4, because 20 minutes is a bit much. And I'm sure most of you are sick of me. Country reversed. Okay, so urban areas will love the decadence, and they'll be benefiting from it, even if they don't have her around to see, which tells me that, as I said earlier, I felt more intimate settings based on that country card reversed. Also, the insignificant speculation on the internet, whether it's through people like ISO or others, is just going to be a little drop in the bucket that is going to be part of a slow cast on her stardom, meaning, and you'll be glad to hear this is I being objective, I have no role in anything. The abundance card of earthly abundance is written in the decadence, and the contract she'll be able to sign to keep touring. Perhaps she's going to license something. Maybe her catalog is going to be licensed for more money. I don't know what that would mean, since Motown pretty much owns all of it. Is she going to buy it? Is she going to remake her own stuff as she had promised before? Is she going to sign a deal to, kind of like Taylor Swift, license her own stuff? All right, bye.